Are you looking to challenge your thoughts and behaviors by changing your mind chatter? You're in the right place. Welcome to Yakety Yak with your hosts Tamara Tran and Victoria Ellington.
Hi, everybody. This is Tamara Tran and Victoria Ellington. We are with Yakety Yak, our new podcast. We're excited to have you here with us. We are going to learn to challenge our mind chatter, choose our beliefs, and create our lives by interviewing other people and just sharing with you things that we've learned. I'd like to now introduce Victoria. Or actually, I'm going to let her introduce herself. Victoria, take it away.
Hi, I'm Victoria Ellington. I currently am living in Chicago, Illinois. I grew up in Utah, Provo, Salt Lake area. I kind of have differing beliefs. I'm of the belief of, the universe, what you put out is what you get back. And if you have positive minds, positive lives.
That is beautiful. Super beautiful. Okay, well, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name's Tamara Tran. I live in Utah. Great place to visit, great place to be. And Victoria is my sister. We have another sister, Natasha. She might join us at some time, we have another sister, Natasha. She might join us sometime. She might just be a guest. And maybe we'll talk her into being on our show with us. But anyway, I've been married for a really long time, and we have 2 adult children and a little dog. That's a little bit about me. Tell us about your family life, Victoria.
I am living in Chicago. My husband is a cop, so that sometimes presents a little bit of a challenge. My son, I have 1 child. He's 11. He just graduated from elementary school, and there's a lot of kind of back and forth with working moms, being a stay-at-home mom versus a working mom, and having only 1 child, especially in the environment that I grew up in. But that is me.
Okay, well, and let us tell you a little bit about why we wanted to create this podcast. So Victoria and I are both adults, obviously. I'm the older sister, smarter older sister.
Sometimes. Yeah, like adults.
And we've had a lot of great conversations, and we wanted to share some of the things that we've learned about life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I borrowed that line from someone. Anyway, we wanted to be able to share some things that we've learned in hopes that it will create humor and laughter and light in your own lives. Victoria and I...
Or encourage you to just think other than what your negative thoughts maybe put you in a rut.
Exactly. So we've thought a lot about mind chatter. In fact, I was talking to my kids about this podcast with my husband, and they weren't even sure what mind chatter actually meant. They thought that I'd made this word up. And I can't take credit for it. It's all of the yakety yak stuff that goes on in the back of the mind that causes self-doubt, that causes negative emotions, and creates negative outcomes. Because like Victoria said, we both believe what we put out there, we receive back. So that is what we want to do with our podcast. We want to uplift you and enlighten you and inspire you and have a good time doing it.
So a lot of times I feel like we get caught in our own thoughts, our own minds, where we derail ourselves from the positivity. We constantly, I think we learn in high school psychology that, you hear so many things a certain amount of time, and you start believing it, like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb, or whatever. And then you start believing that that's what it is. And that's kind of the mind chatter premise.
It's true. And I think it's kind of interesting that Victoria and I wanted to do this podcast because we both come from pretty technical fields career-wise. I come from an IT field, and Victoria is a mortgage loan underwriter. So she deals with numbers and facts and statistics all day. But yet we understand the importance of evaluating what's going on emotionally, don't we? In terms of
logically.
How we handle life differently. I've learned a lot from Victoria in terms of just her behaviors and her habits that have helped her to become successful. Where sometimes I get stuck in my mind chatter.
More trial and error.
Because I spend my time yakety-yakking from the couch. She spends her time yakety-yakking at boot camp, which is a much better place to do it.
We do have two different perspectives, I think, in that I'm more of a ask for forgiveness rather than ask for permission type of person, and you're more of an ask for permission rather than ask for forgiveness. So I just go all in and I try something and I do something, and if it doesn't work, I just figure it out from there, whereas you overanalyze before you even take the first step. And I think that's the difference with us. And our perspectives, like, I think this is where it's going to be interesting because our perspectives are a little bit different in that way. So for example, I'll say, you say, oh, I want to get involved in this. And I'll say, just do it. And you'll say, well, it's going to take this much commitment. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. And it's almost like you're talking yourself out of it.
I am talking myself out of it. And I do talk myself out of it. I tend to overanalyze. I spend a lot of time in my head overthinking things, where Victoria just gets off the couch and she goes for it. And it's funny because a lot of these characteristics, personality traits started as children. As a result, we have a lot of great information to share with you.
And also very, very opposing opinions about things.
It's true. She can share a lot of great insights from a been there, done that perspective. And I can share a lot of insights from watching her vicariously enjoy her life and live it for sure. So that's what our podcast will be about. We're really excited to have you tune in, and we're really excited to also find out your suggestions. What would you like to hear? What would you like to learn? And as we continue to podcast, you'll get to know us better. I think that we both have a lot to offer and a lot to share.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Stay tuned. We'll release another podcast soon. Are we committing to how soon?
I don't want to commit.
See, I like to have a schedule. I like to say, okay, every week.
I'm a scheduling person too, but I'm just saying I don't want to commit to something that we can't, because look how long this has taken us already.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Are you looking to challenge your thoughts and behaviors by changing your mind chatter? You're in the right place. Welcome to Yakety Yak with your hosts, Tamara Tran and Victoria Ellington.